ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for the messages that come through and ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. All right, guys. 3 piles, as is the norm. I am using 3 different tarot decks. This is the Wheel of Fortune card for each of them, and I will show you a little more closely so you can get a better feel if I can lift the card up. So here is the Wheel of Fortune for, it's called the Mind's Eye Tarot. It's pile 1 with your Celestine, Celestite. People pronounce it different ways. Or I guess it's just said different ways, isn't it? And then pile 2, this is your Wheel of Fortune card for Under the Oak Tarot. And you have Green Aventurine. And pile 3, you have Tarot of the Divine with this Fire Quartz heart. And if you would like to pick with your zodiac, let's get into that. All right, pile 1, we have Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Aquarius. Pile 2, we have Aries, Libra, Virgo, I'm dropping you, and Cancer. And pile 3, we have Capricorn, Scorpio, Gemini, and Taurus. All right, guys, there she blows. Go ahead and take some time if you need to. Really touch in with your intuition. Timestamps are down in the description. I'll see you at your pile. Alrighty, pile 1 with your Celestine heart. If you chose with your zodiac, we have Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and put the cards back, the tarot cards, so that they can come out when if it needs to. And we've got some oracle. Oh, that's right. You guys were the talkative pile. Got some oracle cards here that we will look at as well. Burning Man. The Mystical Shaman. Interesting. Okay. The Scholar. The Adventurer. Oh, really? Okay. I gotta put these this way. And then these 2 go below. Well-being. And Be Spontaneous. And then we have Reflect. Where does it, just right here for now? Okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get out your tarot deck. You chose the Mind's Eye Tarot. Oh, I am feeling that one. I don't know how many we're going to need. I do not tend to go with like a particular, both of them, okay? Particular layout. This is all just intuitive for me. And we might grab more, we might not. We have Ace of Wands, 2 of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I'm going to settle into your energy now. There's so much on this mystical shaman, along with this like Burning Man card, collective power, supreme prayer, celebration as well. It's, you know, to me, the mystical shaman is like a combination of these two cards. It is having the knowledge. It's doing that kind of study research, like learning about the metaphysics and how it all works. And even if we don't have the scientific understanding that we currently have, but back in the day, just that passed down knowledge from their own, just learning how it works. And then you also have the adventurer, which to me is very open. It's open to this, like, be spontaneous and adventure. It's mystical shaman is open to that spiritual world and to being open-minded, to not having blindness in regards to things. Guys, I'm gonna fix this. It's really bothering me that these are not looking straight and my camera's off slightly. So I'll be right back. Okay. I don't know if that looks that much different, but it's better for me. Maybe being a little OCD here. Anyway, so I do feel that in this mystical shaman card is like this ideal, this kind of life that you're looking for, the spiritual connection that you're wanting. And I do think you're wanting more of it. I'm really feeling a lot of the Burning Man, and it doesn't really say so much in all these other cards. But this one is very loudly to me speaking of people, togetherness, community, shared interests and friendships, and something within your spiritual life and community. But the rest of this is kind of on its own, by itself. I don't mean that it's a separate message. It feels more just, this is more about you, and maybe this is to help you get here. Oh, okay. That just pinged for me. So, the scholar, it also says investigation and research, and then underneath it says well-being. Now, originally I kind of thought that it's kind of like a blanket statement of like, this is good for your well-being to, you know, but no, actually what I'm getting now is you need to pay attention, to have a better quality of life. There's something that needs your research, something that needs your investigation in regards to your well-being. Okay. And I am getting that your commitment to this, all of these, this is like the key part right here. Your commitment to doing this is going to bring on this new life. This is about creativity, passion, new possibilities, new experiences. Two of Wands is really directing the focus. And you know, I see these kind of focusing inwards like this. Even the mystical shaman is looking over here towards Burning Man. There's even adventurer. Adventurer, it says responsibility and expectations, which when you first think adventurer, is that what your thought is? So me, as someone who is not the most adventurous, it's not my first thought. Mind you, if you are someone that is, you probably know that there's, you like, okay, if you're going to go camping, you need to pack up, you need to plan, you need to prepare. And so there are responsibility and expectations in regards to this card. But then you have the be spontaneous right underneath it, which, okay, all right. So I'm getting with this combination here, it's asking you to be just a little bit more open to not needing to plan so much. Really interesting combination. It's almost a conundrum. It's almost an enigma. It's like, okay, so in order for me to feel better, I need to research something into my way of life and how I'm doing. And maybe it's my nutrition, maybe it's my exercise, maybe it's my spiritual world. You know, we don't know at the moment. Um, but you're supposed to pay attention to something. And then on the flip side, it's like, yeah, but also don't forget to be spontaneous and not pay attention. In other words, that's not. I do feel the need to explain that. I'm not saying to not pay attention. You are supposed to pay attention, but open up a bit more. Open up to being spontaneous. To okay, so when you are being spontaneous, it actually allows flow to happen more because you are more open and therefore the energies can just do what they need to do instead of fighting or working against you. I am a bit off today, guys. I'm sorry. My health, talking about well-being, my health, I got enough sleep, but I'm just, you can even hear it in my voice. I'm a little bit rough today. Oh, okay. So new beginnings, commitment, focusing direction, reflecting on where your life has been so far, what you have gone through. You know what? I know it's different for everybody, but I want to get some kind of, okay. Give me direction, please, for diving into well-being. Okay. So, not being surfacey, not letting it all just be at the surface, but diving down. Get into the layers, get to the bottom. And so saying this really feels to me that this, for most of you anyway, that this is more of a psychological / emotional thing in your life that is going to help your well-being. Yeah, and now I'm suddenly seeing there's a volcano back here. So there's some stuff deep in that needs to come up. And gotta love life, right? Life will continue to bring these things forward until they're dealt with. And even then, when you think it's all over, it's not, because years down the road, it's no longer coming up, then suddenly something will hit you again, will be triggering for you again. And, you know, it's just an opportunity to go even deeper. We can only go so deep for so long. We have to, we have to go on the waves, right? We got to go up and down through life. There is something in the bottom of your volcano that really is going to connect to this Mystic Shaman and Burning Man card. Stay committed. I'm hearing stay committed. Just keep going, keep going. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. So now I just saw it with the Mystic Shaman card. I'm going to bring it up further. I don't know if this is what it's supposed to be or not, but what I saw suddenly was, so you've got the Mystic Shaman here with their headdress on, and then the moon behind this could be eagle, crow, a bird, but it's almost like the reflection or the shadow of the shaman is this bird. And I'm getting that you're seen differently than how you see yourself. Now, that's a lot of us, right? That seems really simple once I say it, but taking that in and realizing it. Look at how the mystic shaman is an older person. Their skin is weathered and they've gone through stuff, right? And then you've got this bird it's a very simple, well-defined shadow that looks almost very youthful. So you're really seen. And this is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that people aren't seeing the truth of you. I'm just saying that your view of yourself is not, it's not how everyone else sees you. Whatever, I'm gonna say some words right now that might be a bit, might trip you up a little. Um, you're not ugly. You're not seen as ugly. You're not seen as immature. You're not seen as useless. You're not seen as wasteful. You're not seen as an idiot. Mind you, we all have our moments, right? We all do. Sometimes I'm an idiot, but that's not how I'm seen. That's not my greater picture. I think that understanding this is going to be massive for you guys to also help with how you view others, right? It's not the easiest thing to consistently, constantly remember that everybody is living life and growing and learning. Sometimes because we've already gone through an experience, we expect other people to to be at the same level of maturity or whatnot. And that's not the case. We all go through things at different times in our life. There's a 16-year-old out there that is going through the same thing that a 40-year-old is going through because we just have different paths that we take, right? Okay. I heard to take the top card, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Apparently I didn't shuffle this deck enough. But you know what? I heard to take it, so we're taking it. With this card, I'm really feeling you're solid. You have this you have a foundation. You have this foundation that you can sit upon, this throne that you sit upon that is it's solid. But sometimes we doubt. And there's no need to. There's no need to, I don't want to say there's no need to doubt. There's no need to let it affect the base of who you are, because your base is solid. No matter what it is you go through, you have a strength that's unwavering. And sometimes you just don't see it. Sometimes you view yourself very differently. In fact, I might even say this might be a spiritual battle for you. I'm learning how to see the truth of who you are. I do feel the need to talk about these wings. And the first thing I want to say are like angels' wings. And maybe you've been called an angel before. Maybe you feel like you're an angel incarnate here on earth. Maybe this represents more of just the spiritual life. Wings are often a symbol of high up, right? So the world above, the spiritual world. Yeah, you're solid. You're solid. Things don't need to get you as riled, you know? You don't have to let it... I guess what I'm trying to say is remember whatever it is you go through with these waves of life, you have some kind of, and I don't know why I'm having a hard time defining it better, but something that's your foundation that is really, truly solid within you, and it's not going to go anywhere. So even if you feel like you're floating in a sea of craziness, you're still okay. The universe still has you. Okay. Alrighty, guys, that is it. So really hope that this has been a benefit for you. I hope that you feel seen and heard and loved and cherished and all those amazing things. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alrighty. Pile 2 with your Aventurine heart. And then if you chose with your Zodiac, we have Libra, Virgo, Cancer, and Aries. I'm going to put the card back in case it wants to come back out again. These are your Oracle cards. Baraka. Power, Strength, Force, and Expansion. The Owl. The Fate. Compassion. And Synchronicity. All right, let's get out your... I don't use the same layouts. In fact, I don't even truly consider the layout. The last pile had a fully different, like I wasn't supposed to put these on below. I was supposed to put them on this side. And it's very much about intuition for me. So if you are watching several piles, I want you to just know that this, oh, why'd she do it differently on that one? I am, okay, getting that card as well. Alrighty. Let's get these. Is there enough space down there? Let's scooch things up just in case you've got the captions on. I'm gonna try and... Well, it didn't do much, did it? All right. We have the Nine of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Eight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. I will mention, when I was divvying out the cards, this freaking owl, man, kept flying all over the place. Just, it came out several times, because for some reason I put it back the first time, and so obviously it needed to be here, but it just would like jumping out like crazy. So far there is a lot of accepting help, a lot of receiving guidance. I do feel like a lot of you are questioning who. Oh goodness, who? Sorry. um, and owls are supposed to be known for their wisdom, right? They can see at night. They see through the dark. They can guide you, and so much of many of these cards, the Nine of Wands is giving direction. Now, I also really view this card as a power boost to your spiritual world. Like opening the third eye kind of thing, maybe getting your chakras aligned, maybe it just, there's some kind of boost. For me, that's what this card represents. But there's direction given. The fate is accepting help or receiving guidance. Two of Swords is you're at a crossroads, and pretty much the rest of these are, well, Eight of Wands is like there is change coming, wishes are coming true, that kind of stuff. But then you've got the Queen, the Page, and the Knight of Pentacles that are all like someone else is coming into your life that has wisdom, that is thoughtful and patient. With the owl card, it might even be that you don't expect it from this person because it's something that you've been blinded to. You've been in the dark and you haven't seen how, either, like, here's an example. It could be a relative, a family member that you having a disagreement with, and you don't want to receive help from them because it makes you feel some feelings, right? But then at some point you kind of open up a little bit more and you start to see, even if they said things away in a way that you didn't like, their heart is in the right place, and the meaning is that they're patient and thoughtful in giving with you. So then you've got this compassion card, which I do feel is asking you. It's several things. I'm getting, be compassionate to the ones that are around you, and also be compassionate to yourself. And for some of you, it could be both of those. And for some of you, it could be one or the other that you're needing. One of the things about the person that's coming into your life is the synchronicity. This, it's gonna be happening, and you're gonna be seeing these things over and over again. That it's like, that's too much to be random, right? So you have a spiritual power up happening. You have someone coming into your life. They might be completely new, or they might just be someone you haven't seen, that you haven't noticed in this way before. That is going to be very helpful for you on this crossroads that you're at. but a reminder. This compassion and this owl card are huge reminders to have your emotions, but don't allow your emotions to demand you to act a certain way. You know, we can always speak with respect towards other people. We can always wait till the emotions cool down and then discuss. And I'm not saying that all of you here are, you know, very emotional people or really like passionate and exuberant with your emotions, but either way, even if you aren't and you do feel that you really do your best, this is always something we can be working on. It always is. There's a lot. Where can you gain the wisdom? I think that that's really key. That's what they're giving right now is how can you look at all these different situations with the people that you're around, who you're talking to, and to try and gain from it. Let's, instead of just being like, oh, I don't like how they said this to me, how about, well, what can I gain from this? Even if I don't fully love it, what can I get? I mean, aren't we like that with like movies and stuff? Do you absolutely hate a movie because one part in the movie wasn't to your liking? No. Right? So take it as a whole. Make it a game. Search for the wisdom. Where's the wisdom? Where's the understanding? Where's the guidance that you could be receiving from each thing? It can be as simple as when you go outside and there are signs like the spring is coming and new life is happening, and you can take the wisdom of the earth that way. I do feel there is a lot happening in your life. What with this spiritual boost, the wishes coming true, being at a crossroads, possibly someone new coming into your life that you're having synchronicity with. There's a lot going on, and it might feel like it's keeping you on your toes and you have to react in the moment and do each thing. But yeah, I'm really feeling a calling of like, have compassion on yourself and others. And that means notice when you need a break. Notice when you need to kind of pull back a bit, you know, take a bubble bath, whatever it is you need. Are there any other things that want to come out? Okay. I am getting that for some of you, this dreams come true kind of situation is a bit mysterious. That some of you are thinking, you're sitting here going, oh, great, I'm so glad that that's finally going to happen, but it's not what you're thinking. Again, it comes down to this owl card. It's a little bit in the dark. It's a little mysterious. It's something you weren't expecting, and when it does happen, you're going to be like, I didn't even realize that I needed this in my life. Your soul did. But our conscious selves don't always. Okay. I am receiving a bit on this. I looked up here at the fate card and I have these scissors here, and I heard you can always cut ties later. So we don't have to be so quick to cut people off, because you can learn from anybody. Now, mind you, if someone's truly abusive to you on repeat and you've tried to work through with them, then of course, you know, for your own health, of course. but it's really all about the idea of seeing, what can I gain from this? What can I learn from this? What can I grab? Even if you're just learning what you don't want in a friend or a romantic partner or in life, yada yada. Okay, I do suddenly now have a connection between this person that's coming in and your giftings, your spiritual giftings. I suddenly saw this card as a gift of spirituality. They're holding up this light. Now, it doesn't even look like they're necessarily gifting you with something, but it could. But that's what I got suddenly. And then it connected over to this power up. So there is something along with this new person helping in this way with your spiritual giftings. And I'm feeling, once again, it may not be a brand new person. It might just be that you've had some blinders on to somebody and the blinders are coming off. Anything else? Anything else? This has touched on a couple times. This has come up. Something about, I keep getting the darkness left behind. The darkness is left behind. And actually, that's really funny because this is the left side of the card and it is behind. Yeah, so you have been making choices that this is not just a crossroads card anymore. You have been making choices to put away that which has not been good for you, that which has been unhealthy. I was just really caught by, again, it's this, someone is going to be truly giving of themselves to you. What I saw, and this is not what is in the picture, but this is what came up, is, she's holding her hair and combing it. But what I saw was gifting of their hair, gifting of themselves. Take, like, self-sacrifice for you. And then I actually am really getting, I've got sudden like full body chills, and I had this thing feeling in the back that registered to me as being set free, being removed from the shackles, basically. Something trapped you, you're wrapped up and you couldn't get free. And their gift, their self-sacrifice really frees you. Now, sometimes this can sound a little woo-woo, and the thing is it's the energy, right, that we're feeling. So it could literally be something so simple as the way they say something is something that your parent told you, but in a different way, and it makes up for your parents' mistake, right? It, like, the energy comes together and it frees you and it helps your heart. It helps you feel less bound by what you were told previously. They are once again, though, touching on this compassion card that to just, with everyone involved, have compassion. We are all, we all make mistakes. We all say things wrong sometimes. I mean, I've had straight up lies come out of my mouth that as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, why did I say that? That's not the truth. Wasn't even what I was trying to say, but that's what came out of me. It's bizarre. It's completely bizarre. But we all make mistakes, and most of the time we're just doing the best we can. And with what we have, with where we're at the time. So yeah, we all need a bit more compassion. I feel that you've been really jilted by, I'm really getting a parental figure that's with these two for some reason. I'm getting like a mom, possibly a dad, but it feels more feminine energy wise. And there's been something that's just difficult. Quite vague of me to say, but it's just, that's the easiest way to say it, is difficult. Anything else, please? Nope. Okay, we're good. All right, guys, I truly hope that this has been a benefit for you. I hope you feel seen and heard and loved and cherished and all those amazing things. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Alrighty, pile 3 with your fire quartz. And if you chose with your zodiac, we have Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Gemini. And I'm going to go ahead and put this card back in case it wants to come back out. And go ahead with your oracle cards. We have Pyrokinesis, the Ancient Ones, Vengeance, Request, Subtle Energy, and Remember. Okay, and now for your tarot. Oh, okay, this one. There's that. As I'm doing this, I just want to let you guys know that I do not tend to stick to a particular layout for anything, even per reading. If you watch more than one pile, you'll notice that it's all over. It's sometimes the tarot's down here and the oracle's up here, and sometimes they're in separate sides. There we go. There might be more, but we'll see. As is, apparently. Okay. We have got Justice, the Moon, Ace of Wands, and Knight of Coins. Oh, are those my nails doing that? Oh, 4 cards. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Let's dive into this. I'm going to settle into your energy a bit here. So far, I am mostly drawn to remember, and I'm really getting a sense of remember who you are. Remember your core being. Be more Okay, we are split off now. So for some of you, it is to be more mindful that you tend to just sometimes just go with the flow rather than following your true heart's calling. That hurts. I feel it in my heart. That's hurting for you guys. For some others of you, it's not seeing your own power. Well, you know, those can kind of actually be the same thing. They really could. If you dig down to the base layer of everything, remember your soul, remember your heart, remember who you are at the core. Hold on to that. That's you. It's not going anywhere, but we can sometimes avoid it or even just get stuck in an emotion that is not productive. um and so they're encouraging you to remember who you are. I am with this pile getting a lot of with this ancient ones, it's really feeling like a soul level thing. I'm getting like reincarnation. I'm getting old soul. I'm even getting like other entities, like other souls out there and like discussions and like sitting around it. The visual I get is sitting around a table of like, what is that? The round table, right? King Arthur and all those people in the round table. And it's not actually medieval, but it's that sense of equality and discussing important things and coming together. And it does. It feels really important. It feels like they're calling you to remember this. Like this, not that they're saying in your human form on Earth, you have to remember everything. You don't. Obviously, there's a reason we don't. But that this is still in your soul at the base. Your soul knows, right? So just, yeah, remember yourself. Keep yourself in mind. Keep your heart, your soul in mind. I am now getting, this is a little bit of a different side now, a different track. Overcoming slight and a choice is what it says below the vengeance. And with ancient ones, I'm getting this, what's past is past. Let it be. Choose forgiveness. You choose to not have vengeance for things that were done that were not right, that were wrong to you. Yeah, because this vengeance card really doesn't, you guys don't feel like you're out for vengeance. Like they need to get what they deserve. And it doesn't feel like that. The energy is not, you're too mature for that. And you have a really beautiful soul. You don't want people to go through crap. Nobody desires that. That's not, I'm not saying nobody, some people do, but you have compassion. Let's put it that way. You have compassion towards people, even people that have wronged you. And you don't wish for ill. But so you're not choosing vengeance. You're choosing to overcome the slights that have been done to you by people in the past. Or entities, other souls, whoever, however this works. I'm going to need clarity on this at some point. I don't feel like this goes here. I feel like this goes here now. We're just going to do that for a sec. Something on there. there? It's just... I am not getting... So, revolution connects a bit, but the rest of the words that are down in here don't connect with me for this reading. This is debate, rage, revolution, and attention. What I'm really getting with this card is just a powerful spiritual life, revolution. And with the Ace of Wands being here and the Knight of Coins, so we've got like persistence and hard work and keep on going, down to the Ace of Wands, which is newness, new life, new beginnings, to this very powerful spiritual card. And I find it really interesting that they keep saying, who are you? Like remember yourself, remember who you are. And then you've got justice over the moon, and justice, like, right, getting to the truth, right? And the moon, which I don't always take this meaning for the card, but I am this time. And down here you've got, this is such a great depiction. You've got these like furry beasts that look like raccoons, and one's looking up at this moon and one's looking here at this moon. So they're looking at two different moons, but neither one of them knows which one is the truth. So there's a difficult time knowing what the truth is, a difficult time finding the answer. But the truth will come out. The truth is above this lack of truth. Sometimes it takes forever. Great. I just heard even lifetimes. So sometimes it takes a very long time for something that is not understood to come to light, to come to the truth, to be understood. And that can be really difficult. That can be a very disheartening place to be. Yeah, I'm feeling that energy now, guys. It's exhausting. It's tiring. It just makes you want to cry, but you're too tired to cry. Not knowing the answer. There's so many forms of this, so many ways that this shows up in our earthly lives. Just for example, a loved one is really sick and you're trying to find out what's wrong with them, and the doctors are trying everything and you can't figure it out and nobody knows. At some point it will come out, but it takes that hard work, it takes the persistence and the determination to keep going. Keep going. Another example is in relationships. You might think that someone's cheating on you, or they just don't love you like they used to, and you're trying to figure out what is going on, and you may not know the truth until years and years down the road, which you find out randomly, at a point where you don't even care anymore. It's the truth will always manifest. It will always come out. It's just we don't always see it and we don't always know. Either way, though, you've got this letting go of the slights that have happened, this not needing vengeance, this forgiveness, to this hard work, perseverance, new beginnings, an amazing spiritual life. I still am like, request and settle energy is not picking up for me right now. Measure. Okay, something. It's so flip-floppy with this, guys. It's okay, so I've got two different sides to this. One is that for those of you that are normally very subtle energy, meek, maybe passive, maybe however you see it, you don't need to be. Your requests don't need to always be subtle. For those of you that are on the other side, that have tried the raw, you know, like let me come across and really make my point and passionate and coming out there, subtle energy is what's needed. So it's like this is saying do the opposite of what is the norm for you. That is how we grow. That is how we grow. If you've already conquered this, then this isn't for you. This part isn't for you. But for those of us that are still growing in this way, for example, we'll use me for example. I rent out a room and in order to live where I live, and sometimes it is really difficult for me to put myself out there and be like, hey, I would prefer if you did this, not this, right? Like, please put your dishes away when they're done. Stuff like that. It's so simple for some people. For me, it's not. So I need to learn to not be as subtle as I feel, as meek as I feel. Because even though it'll be uncomfortable, it's growth for me. And even though if you're used to being able to get your words out and you talk with passion, and it might be a lot for some people. So for some, you're going to need to learn to tone it down a bit. Now, that's not saying to not be yourself. That's really not. That's being considerate of who you're around. That's it. Do we have anything else? More cards. More cards. Okay. How many cards are we getting? I felt like I lost that one. There was one. You know what? I'm just going to keep shuffling. Maybe it'll come back out. There was one that wanted to come out. There's one. 9 of coins, and we are getting another. That's it. Yes, reversed. Okay. Okay. Reversal on that. So I feel like this wasn't even needed. I don't know why we grabbed more when it's already the same message and it's right next to this one. Basically, the reverse of the 5 of Cups is having forgiveness, is moving forward, moving on, which is, again, what we've already talked about with this Vengeance card. And then the 9 of Coins is basically this independent life, just prosperity, independence, again, moving on. Which I think is interesting with this Ancient Ones card, because now stuff is coming up. Now I'm getting old soul. So like back in the day, something before this lifetime. There's some kind of forgiveness about something before this lifetime that you are learning this lifetime that's helping you to move on. You may have already forgiven it and you may not have, but you will do so this lifetime. It's almost like I'm getting a sense of like, this is your determination, is to learn this forgiveness for this past transgression. That's part of what you signed up for, basically, this go around. Yeah, but it's man, these 2 cards combined with this one is really, really going to be so helpful for you in the later part of your life. I mean, for some of you, it could be much later because I don't know how old you are now, but yeah, yep. I am getting this again now with this reminder. I'm being drawn back to this remember card. For some of you, you might try doing some past life regression. Even if you don't believe in it, it's kind of fun to just experience and use your intuition and just go through the experience. For those of you that are very much into it, I feel like they're calling you to specifically like commit to trying to remember what this was for yourself so that you can continue to move forward and forgive and work on it. Oh, wow. And then I'm just connecting to this fire quartz heart that has this massive scarring. I don't usually call it a scar. I just usually call it a line, but I'm calling it a scar today. It goes through the entire thing. And what we find so beautiful was painful at one point. Gosh, that's a deep message if you need one. You that have been through so much will be rewarded. Okay, guys, that is it. I do feel close to this. So truly hope this has been a benefit for you. I hope that you feel seen, loved, heard, understood, cherished, all those amazing things. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.